Gameplay programming concepts. This is the player's armor, which would be stored as a variable. The type would be a float. And this is the player's health bar, which is stored as a variable. The type would be a float again. And this is how much money the player has, which is stored as a variable again. And the type is an integer. Now the reason why the money is an integer is because it only does whole numbers, whereas the armor and the health, it only goes down like, it doesn't go down like in whole numbers, it has decimals in it. Right. For example, in Call of Duty Warzone, players upgrading their weapons is stored as a loop. Players would keep using weapons to upgrade them and get better attachments to make their guns better. For example, in Warzone, the data type used for the player's health would be an integer, which is a whole number, or a float, which can involve decimal numbers. The winning and losing conditions. In Warzone, if you're the last team standing, then you will win, but if your whole team dies, you lose. Emerging industry trends. Battle passes in online games such as Fortnite, Warzone, Clash Royale, and many more. They will have battle passes, and the reason why battle passes are a trend is because it triggers the player's fear of missing out on the rewards that they could receive, so they would just see something that they like and just buy it. Live service games. Live service games have been becoming a big trend because lots of games have been having more updates. For example, Fortnite, Warzone, Clash Royale, and many more. Before, not many games would have updates, but now they have expanded massively. This will impact on the popularity of the games because the game will last longer and be played by many generations, for example. Right, here is my weekly, or my planning and pre-production, so just what I'm planning to do. Will get updated along the way. Right. So these are my. So in the top left is an image of closing walls. So when the player interacts with the black wire, the walls start to close in, making it to put pressure on the players to try escape before like being crushed by the walls, which I think matches the the environment of the temple. Next, in the top right hand side is a image of a trap floor. So when the player steps on the middle platform, the other platforms around it will fall down, which could be used in many ways. For example, they could fall into spike traps or even just open space, or maybe even like closing walls so they get squashed by the walls. Now the final image looks a little similar to the trap floor, but this time when the player steps on the middle platform, a axe will come swinging at them, causing them to obviously having to move out of the way or react in for like time. So the designs for the axe of the and trap floor are just placeholders and will be updated, along the way. Here is a example of what I am planning it to look like. So on the right side you can see an image of a metal axe, and that is what I am planning for it to look like. Right. Technical documentations. Reasons why technical documentations is important. You can quickly gain deep understanding of critical businesses, applications. You can accelerate onboarding of new team members. You can share knowledge beyond the developer's ecosystem. Now, the reason why quickly gaining deep understanding of critical business applications is useful is because it's beneficial when you're working within a team, as each member can see who's working on what, helping team members to coordinate their game's production pipeline. Now, the reason why accelerating onboarding of new team members is useful is because it will get them to work faster and be able to get more work done within the time that they have. Finally, the reason why sharing knowledge beyond the developer ecosystem is good is because it can influence other people and can even find ways to improve them as well, making it become more successful in the future. Technical problem solving. The way I plan to solve any problems or bugs along the way is by letting other students playtest my game, so then I can see how new players would play my game, just like to solve if there's any problems or anything like that. And what I could do to improve it would be, for example, if the players had no clue where to go in my game, I could add torches around to make it seem like that's where they need to go. Right. Thank you for listening. Nice day.